Welcome to PiSeas Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to PiSeas Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer. Over here, PiSeas Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business. So much so, I've been up since 12 o'clock thinking about this. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift, and good evening to all of my international family. No matter where you are, good morning, good morning, good morning. And good morning to my folks who are watching behind the scenes on TikTok today. If you are new to the PiSeas Tarot experience, go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you are a returning guest, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We love to recognize our new and our existing friends that are here over here at the PiSeas Tarot experience. Welcome, 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 and welcome. Today's agenda consists of a brief energy cleanse, which is a short meditation and sound bowl cleansing, followed by some divine insights, okay? We are definitely going to get into this download that I got this morning, as well as this earworm, okay? Followed by an overall energy reading, which will include some of these insights. And then we're going to verify everything that I told you guys using these tarot cards and close out, okay? So if y'all ready to get into this, I need y'all to find them scrub brushes, your vacuums, your whatever, your brooms, whatever it is that you like to clean with. I like the little scrub daddy, the little scrub brush, because you have to get, you use a scrub brush when you got to get in the nick and the crevices. You got to, you got to, that elbow grease, they never go wrong. You know how it is when you get pissed off with something and that elbow grease, and you just got to go, yeah. Got to scrub that out. So before we get ready to get started, y'all, I need to see those scrub brushes in the chat, because it is time for us to cleanse our energy and get ready to go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Blessings, grand risings, and all of that good stuff. Let's get into it. Before we move forward, it's important for us to just take a minute to level set our energy and to come with one in presence and just put ourselves into a place of receiving. So it's important to level set and ground ourselves. And a simple way of doing this is just by cleansing our energy through breath work and sound, right? So let's take in a deep breath, hold it, and exhale slowly, with the thought being that within each inhale, we're going to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we're going to release any tension or distractions. And we want to do this 3 times, y'all. So the point is to inhale positivity and to let go of any negativity. All right, so let's do it. Here we go. Wee! Listen, if you do this right, you kind of start to feel like you've been doing hookah or something, like you feel real good about yourself, all right? Now, let's clear up any stagnant energy and help reset it by bringing us into alignment with presence, all right? Now, y'all know this Moo. Y'all know how Moo get. Moo be over here. She might act right today, all right? Here we go. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Spirit, you are welcome here. We call upon the divine white light to be with us and to bring this message home. Okay, if y'all ready to get into this, y'all, I need y'all to get ready for some fun and interactive conversations. This is an honest, vulnerable, transparent space. Nobody is judging you. We leave all that judgment stuff at the door. Listen, baby, we all been a fool in love, and today just may be your turn, okay? Today just might be your turn. All right, sugar locks? So, with that being said, if y'all ready to cook, I need y'all to find those cooking emojis. I need y'all to find those cooking emojis because, baby, it is time for us to get into this reading. All right? If y'all ready to scramble some eggs, them $20 eggs, let's get into it. Here we go. Each day, I take a moment to reflect upon the immediate energies that Spirit is showing me, and sometimes it comes to me through divine downloads and earworms. And if you were a part of the pre-show this morning, y'all might have heard me say I was vacillating, honestly, back and forth between whether or not I was going to talk about the download that I got this morning or was I going to talk about the earworm that I kept singing in my head, right? And one of the reasons why I was hesitant was because the earworm I thought was more impactful than the record until I went and looked the record up and then I seen something in the record that kind of made me say, well, maybe they both go hand in hand. Maybe I just need to be obedient and stop fighting with spirit, stop arguing with spirit, okay? So the first thing that I'm picking up on is that we got to stop overthinking. Overthinking is not a flex. Overthinking simplifies a lack of trust. And if your intuition or if your spirit guides have been talking to you and showing you things and wanting to get you to be curious about some things and you're overthinking, well, then you're negotiating yourself out of your blessings. You're negotiating yourself out of the places that you should be doing, the things that you should be doing. You're sacrificing without knowing. You're compromising the things that God got for you. Overthinking is not a flex. So, for example, if spirit is telling you, you should really give this person a shot, he ain't gonna keep on begging you to give this person a shot now. Okay? He just ain't gonna keep on telling you the same thing, right? You can call on your angels. You can call on your ancestors. You can call on your spirit guides. You can call on Jesus, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, whoever you want to. Okay? One thing about divine spirit is that he's a perfect gentleman. He's not going to keep repeating himself. He's not going to keep on begging. So if you deal with the spirit of overthinking, understand that that is a fear response, which contradicts faith. You can't have faith and fear shows up in multiple ways, including overthinking. If you think about it, when you take that leap of faith, it's impulsive. It's irrational and it's illogical. It ain't got to make sense to nobody else. But it makes sense to you. And sometimes you don't have all the facts. Sometimes you don't have all the details. You just doing you. As you should. That's the true reflection of faith, right? So, with that being said, I've been hearing in my head since 12 o'clock this song from 2003. My folks in the pre-show, y'all got the opportunity to hear a little snippet of it already. The artist is Lil Mo. Lil Mo used to be a backup singer for Missy. So Lil Mo got pipes. Lil Mo been having pipes, okay? But the song is called Brand New. And I feel like she had a video to this song, but I couldn't find it on YouTube. But here goes the song, okay? This is the verse that I'm hearing. The song is called Brand New. The verse is, I wasn't too strong to let down my guard till you told me, don't be afraid to fall in love because you knew about being hurt and you've been scared. I've started to believe when I gave love a chance, I've been born again. Because, baby, you make me feel brand new. Okay? So let me go back to the beginning of the verse specifically. She says, when I first met you, boy, I was scared of your charm because I was so sure you would break my heart. I wasn't strong enough to let down my guard until you told me, don't be afraid to fall in love because you've been hurt and you've been scarred. I started to believe then when I gave love a chance and I've been born again. So this is the conundrum. Do I go based on what life has showed me? Or do I take a leap of faith and go towards this person that is showing me that they may be a little trustworthy? Are you responding from trauma bonds and childhood wounds? Or are you walking on faith? Okay? So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need y'all to find those tea kettles. Because, baby, I need to see a tea kettle, a coffee cup, a teacup. I don't care where you are. You might be drinking a wine glass right now on your way home from the club. Wherever you are, whatever you're drinking on, it could be a bottle of water for all I care. If y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put those coffee cups, tea kettles, whatever you be drinking in the chat. Put your favorite drink down in the chat. That's what we gonna do because we about to get into it, all right? Here we go. Divine white light, you are welcome into this place. We want to invite clarity and insight, integrated wisdom and knowledge for the harm of none and for the benefit of all. Release your messages that are going to be here for the people who are here now, or the messages that are needed for the people who are here now, but most importantly for the people who will come to watch this in the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and amen, 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 amen. Listen, there is definitely feelings of nervousness. And I don't know if the nervousness is, well, y'all know we still got all these planets in Pisces right now, right? We're still on the new moon. We're now at 18 degrees to 3. So we're still within this new moon phase. But look, exposed and revealed. It's a lot of stuff being exposed and revealed. That's like the third time I've seen that card in 2 days, okay? So yeah. Listen, ooh. There's a nervousness. I feel it in my stomach. Like I'm feeling nervous in my stomach. I'm definitely feeling very, what's the word? Unsure. I'm feeling very unsettled, okay? I'm feeling very unsure and very unsettled right now, all right? So I don't know who this is for, but we about to get into it, all right? What's the overall energy reading for today, Spirit? Healing the heart. Healing the heart, all right? Healing the heart. Which kind of goes back to what I was saying a minute ago about you having to work to overcome childhood traumas and emotional wounds, okay? Being able to trust, being able to let go, being able to not be fearful of what's on the other side. You got to take risk. And we talk about these risks all the time. We talk about calculated risk and how we all take calculated risk every day. Nothing in life is guaranteed. We have to start to recognize and accept now I can't even think of the word. I see the word in my head, but now I can't articulate it. Impermanence. We have to be able to start recognizing and accepting the fact that nothing in life is permanent. And for some reason, there is something about the human ego that allows us to think and feel that we own and we can control things and we got to hold on tight to things. And again, all of that signifies what I was referencing early on when I was talking about these fear responses, right? The reality is in life, we don't have no control over anything. We barely have control over ourselves, okay? So once you start to realize that life is so temporary and life is so transient and everything is subject to change, and stop thinking 5, 29, 35, 89 steps ahead and continue to live in the present moment and enjoy what you have in the present moment. I think that will help stop a lot of the overthinking, to oversimplify that. It feels like I'm getting an energy of I want to protect myself. I'm getting a very unsure, unclear, very scared energy this morning, okay? And it's not good, okay? It's like a defensive energy, okay? All right. What is the overall truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? What is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? All right. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Listen, we were just talking about that. Somebody is struggling with regret. Somebody is still holding on to things in the past, hoping that if you could hold on to it, you can learn from it. But the reality is, this is where you need to take treasure in healing your heart. You're walking around here with a broken heart because you're still worried about something that happened 20 years ago, instead of releasing and letting go and focusing on what can happen that is good for the next 20 years. You know how we always talk about everything has two sides of the coin. Well, what if it don't work out? Well, what if it does? What if it does? You don't know until you take that step. You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. What if it don't go in? What if it does? Mofo. You know? What if it does? All right, so here we go. Guides of the hidden realms. What messages do you have for us today? There is definitely a need to heal the heart that is here. There is definitely a need to heal the heart here. It feels like a lot of emotional scars, emotional trauma, just like a lot of baggage that has not been properly dealt with. And in that case, the recommendation or the guidance would be somebody really needs to go to therapy, because without trying to make it funny, be funny, everybody's got issues. Everybody's been through heartache. Everybody's been through something. That's why even a therapist needs a therapist, right? And I know that therapy is not always affordable. And that's where mental health is a crisis in this country. But what else is not a crisis in this country? So we definitely need to be thoughtful around how we're working to heal ourselves and to work through these mental blockages or these mental clouds that we're embarking upon as we live our lives, okay? So I want you to really think about that. Think about how overthinking is a deterrent. It's not an enabler. It's really a paralyzer, okay? Overthinking paralyzes you because you become in a thinking loop pattern of rehearsing things that have not yet happened because you're living in fear. You freeze in time living in fear, okay? Now, woo, I can't make it up, sugar. Lord have mercy. Boom, frozen for a time. I literally just said this. You are frozen in time. No action, slow down, not yet. Frozen for a time. Okay? Non-action, slow down, not yet. Now, here's what's interesting. When you talk about non-action as well, you think you're being so much so proactive by not doing nothing? No, you're not responding because you're afraid of the outcome, right? So, yeah, frozen for a time, okay? And it could have been that prior to now, it was not time, and now it is time, okay? So, let's continue to dig into this. What's the undercurrent? What the mermaids got to say? And the thing, here's the thing. Whomever this message is resonating with, it's not like you happy about the things that's happened in the past. You're not happy about it at all. You're just still dealing with the residuals of what happened in the past, the unintended consequences of the things that happened in the past, and how those things are still affecting you today. That's what you're still dealing with. Who ain't been scared? Who hasn't been scarred? Who hasn't been hurt? Everybody has. To be hurt is a part of life and to live. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying nobody and nothing in life is permanent, nor is it perfect. Okay? Now, jellyfish. Embrace adaptability and go with the flow. Allow life's currents to guide you effortlessly. So this is a great summation of what we've been talking about how it's time for you to learn how to let go and to go with the flow. Let go and go with the flow. Stop holding on to things that don't serve you. It doesn't benefit you to walk around and be angry and to put your heart up and use your heart as a hostage. Or take your heart hostage to use it against, to weaponize. I don't want to give you my heart. Honey, being hard and unlovable is not a flex. It's not a flex. I could do a whole TED talk on what is not a flex. Okay? It's not a flex. Now, how is it showing up for us in our everyday lives? There is a strong feeling of distrust here. Whomever this is that we're talking about, they don't trust anybody. The trauma bonds are real, okay? The trauma bonds are real. Stuck. Didn't I just tell? I can't make this up. Somebody is stuck. Somebody is stuck. Somebody refuses to let go of the past. And you need to work on healing your heart. You need to know that you cannot change what happened to you. And as we discussed yesterday in the reading, in order for you to heal and process and be able to move on, you got to be able to separate the what happened from who did it. Because a lot of us hold on to who did it and not the what happened. And the only way you get to heal is if you break down and it says what happened, take your feelings out of it for who did it, process the feelings behind what happened and how that made you feel. And once you start to be able to break that down, you'll be able to process and to heal and to move on with your life. But because you still holding on to who did it and what they did, you carrying around all these burdens and baggage and trauma and drama to the point to where you can't be loved right. You settling for the little hanky-pank stuff and calling it love and calling it relationships. And then you get somebody who really want to give you the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sun above, and you're not ready. Okay, you're not ready. But then you wanna have on a. Can you just wait for me, please? That is so selfish and so unrealistic to think that somebody gonna wait for you to process your stuff that's 39 years old. All right. So our overall soul whisper for today. What's our soul whisper for today, Spirit? What is our soul whisper for today? You got to stop overthinking. You got to stop over processing and under processing to over and or under compensate for what happened. The most mature thing you can do is love yourself enough to let go. And I know that is something that a lot of people have a hard time with doing. Trust me, I get it. But it's time for you to stop focusing on who did it and focus on what they did. Once you start to process what they did, baby, then you can be wise. then you could be wise and be like, when I see that sign, I know what that is. Let me not hold on to that because that ain't for me. You understand? That ain't for me. All right, so here we go. Manifest. Manifest. Okay? Manifest is the soul whisper for today. Which is interesting that came out. So let's see. What are we manifesting today? Whoop. Listen, y'all. I swear, I don't think that y'all be understanding. When I be cooking like this, I be over here like, okay, spirit, I see where you going. I'm just going with you because sometimes it don't make sense to me, but baby, it make a whole lot of sense to you. And I know because y'all be in my DMs, text messages, and emails. To worry is to pray for what you don't want. Choose your thoughts wisely. This is from Anna Grace Taylor. If you have been struggling to manifest, it may be time for you to consider your approach, if your approach is idea. If you have been struggling to manifest, it may be time to consider if your approach is idea. When you wish to bring something into your life, feel the energy of what you desire as though it already is and release this intention into the universe. When you constantly hold on to worry that your desires will not come into fruition, you remain stagnant in fear, finding it difficult to allow that which you desire to come ever closer. Did you hear it? This is what makes you stuck. This is what makes you frozen for a moment of time. This stops you from going with the flow. Are y'all listening? If you continue to think of your desire as something that will happen in your future, you will struggle to manifest as though your thoughts reside behind the present moment. To truly be successful in manifestation, you must let go and have confidence that the universe will provide. The result may not always be the way that you envisioned, but it will always be as you require. Let go and allow. So this is about you setting your intentions, allowing, feeling, and welcoming. And I want to add to that, going with the flow. Going with the flow. It's time for us to go with the flow, y'all. It is time for us to go with the flow. This is about you overcoming fear, stagnation, struggling, and limits. Today, our affirmation is, I trust that the right opportunities will be presented to me accordingly with my divine energy. Okay? So I want you to write down in the chat, if this is resonating with you, I want you to write down in the chat, I trust that what is for me will be. Okay? I trust that what is for me will be. I'm going to write that down here in the chat as well. I trust that what is for me will be. Okay? We got to start trusting. We got to start trusting that what is for us will be. All right? So, as we start to shift from the overall energy reading, it's important to understand the universe talks to us in a plethora of ways, okay? So, let's see what insights the spirit and the universe has for us today, all right? I am going back to the earworm. She said, when I first met you, boy, I was scared of your charm because I was so sure you would break my heart. I wasn't strong enough to let down my guard until you told me, don't be afraid to fall in love because you knew about hurt and you've been scarred. Over here dropping cards on the floor. She said, I started to believe when I gave love a chance and I've been born again because, baby, you make me feel brand new. Just saying. Vacation. You'll be traveling soon. Vacation. You will be traveling soon. All right. You'll be traveling soon. All right. What is the tea? What is the tea? What is the tea? I trust that what's for me is going to be there. We got to get out of the spirit of overthinking. We got to get out of this. We don't realize, you know what's funny? We, as spiritual people, we always talking about, oh, that's so low vibrational. But you don't even think about how you be in the midst of low vibrational things yourself. We just hire crabs in a bucket, but we still in the bucket. Be honest. That's why I'm telling y'all got to stop and take a minute back. We all be in the bucket of negativity and don't even know it. Don't even know it. Don't even realize it. So we all could do better. We can all do a better service to ourselves by trusting and let go. Trusting and let go. All right. So what is the tea here? What is the tea here? What is the tea? Romantic love affair and crying over you fell out. Sex fix, secret lover, sad, hurt, upset, etc. Too many cards. What is the tea? What is going on here, Spirit? Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes things up, dramatic. So this person may be accusatory because remember I told you that this person definitely has a spirit of distrust. Like they're wounded. They don't trust anybody. So this person could always be accusatory of stuff, always saying things because they want that extra validation. And if we're being honest, that can be very manipulative by itself, because instead of them just saying, I don't feel safe, I don't feel secure, they're always coming up with these accusations and saying things that are false, right? Which puts the other person on the defense, which you get on anybody's nerves, okay?
Accusation. False accusation. And
who want to be bothered with that? Who want to be on the defense all the time? Somebody always accusing you of doing something that ain't true. That just reminded me when I was growing up. I used to go to church with my grandmother. We'd be at church all day. We was the epitome of the Black Baptist church. Do you hear me? Church started at 9:30 Sunday school. You wouldn't get home from church until 7:30 p.m. Okay? You would be at Sunday school from 9:30 to 10:30. Church started at 11. You'd be at church until 2:30. Then you got to go home, rush, get you just a quick bite to eat because you got to come back at 5:30, 6 o'clock for the evening program. All day long. So anyway, as you can imagine, as a kid, that was boring to me. Okay? And so, like, if I was sitting here on the pew and I would turn around to look and see what time it is, because I stayed looking at the clock. This lady used to tap my grandmother and be like, sister, she talking? And I would see her just blazingly lie on me. And then I'll be in trouble for the rest of the week and I can't talk on the phone because you want to lie on me. Who got time for that? So you understand, like, there was no proof that I was communicating with anybody. I looked at the clock and I was accused of talking. That is kind of like the feeling that I'm picking up on this morning when it comes to this person. They have such a strong sense of distrust that they are always accusing you of things. They like dysfunctional relationships. It's too peaceful, they panic. They gotta have some chaos. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever been with somebody that don't like peaceful relationships? They just gotta have something always chaotic. Just raise your hand in the chat. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We ain't gonna lie. Okay? We ain't gonna lie. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If you ever been with somebody who just can never stand peaceful and they always gotta have some type of conflict, some type of drama, some type of something, just raise your hand in the chat. Because, I mean, who got time for that? That is too negative for me. But, I mean, I'm going to let y'all live. That's your boo. High vibing, good vibes, living life to the fullest, enjoying the present. Somebody is used to living a good life. Okay, somebody's used to living a good life. They want to go on vacation with you. They want to introduce you to the world that they love. They want to expose you to the good things in life. Y'all ever been on a vacation before? Raise your hand in the chat if you ever been on a vacation before. Well, you and your boo thing, y'all went out the country somewhere. Y'all went to the cabins. Y'all went to the beach. Y'all, where y'all go? Tell me about the time when you went on a vacation, because, baby, I got a whole conversation for you about that. I actually like traveling by myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, here we go. But if I were to go with somebody else, it gotta be my boo. I gotta be my boo. What lies beneath all of this? What lies beneath all of this, Spirit? What lies beneath all of this? Trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossed out. Okay? Somebody got to get used to get rid of the trash. You got to get used to getting rid of this trash. The things that you were exposed to before in the past is no longer. You are stepping into a new season of your life. Somebody got you feeling brand new. And you over here handcuffed to the devil. Let that devil go. What is the true emotion here? I tell y'all what, if you ever go on a vacation, either you gonna come back loving that person, or you gonna come back like, nope, we cannot go further another day, baby. Okay, I'm telling you now, either you gonna like them or you gonna hate them. Pump the brakes real quick on that. All right, what's the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here? Secrets. Secrets. Somebody is feeling insecure because of these secrets. Secrets. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? I'm gonna also venture to say, I'm gonna keep this quiet for now. I'm gonna keep that to myself for now. All right. Unemployed, broke, fired, living beyond their means. So somebody may be having some financial issues right now. We're not going to call this person a brokey. Okay? Because if you look around, life is lifing for everybody right now. So we're not going to call this person a brokey. That's disrespectful. So let's not do that. Okay? But they may have some financial challenges right now. And that could be their secret. That could be also why they're insecure. Okay? When I first met you, boy, I was scared of your charm because I was so sure you would break my heart. I wasn't strong enough to let down my guard. Then you told me, don't be afraid to fall in love because you've been scarred. And yeah. Somebody got a really good man, Savannah. You got a really good man. Okay? Somebody got a really good man. And somebody is over here like doing some interesting things. Father. What's the true crime here? What's the true crime here, Spirit? Oop, well, you know what? Remember how I just said that there was some chains attached to the devil? Remember I said just a minute ago that this has something to do with like emotional childhood wounds, trauma, neglect, a huge distrust? There it is. There has been some mistreatment. In the past. Oh, this is heavy. What is the yin and the yang? What y'all giving me the side eye for? What y'all giving me the side eye for? Because I said I was going to keep that to myself for now. All right, here we go. What is the yin and the yang? What is the influential energy here, Spirit? Control, sabotage. I can't make this up. Control, sabotage, conflicts, mood swings, trust issues, manipulations, and patterns. This person has a habit of self-sabotaging anything that they come in contact with because if it's too peaceful, it's abnormal. So they got to come up with something to make them feel good. Instead of just going with the flow and trusting. One is not like the other. You got an unproblematic person over here and you trying to create a problem. So you feel sane. So you feel good. Listen, I don't understand people like this. I don't. But let's not be judgmental and come from a place of understanding. When you have had nothing to go right for you in your life, let's put on our empathy shoes today and put ourselves in their predicament. If you've lived a life where nobody has ever done right by you from childhood up, and there has been a misuse and a mistreatment, and as a child, you learned that you can't trust the adults that are around you that are supposed to be here to support and advocate for you. There's no trust here. You've been abandoned. You've been let down. You've been scarred. You've been hurt. You've been violated. What makes you think now that you come across this person who is willing to show you the true reflection of love? You're going to think it's too good to be true too. So let's not be coming from a place of judgment. Let's come from a place of understanding. They've never had anybody that they can trust. That's why I didn't use the word mistrust. I used the word distrust, which means they can't trust anybody. They don't trust anybody. Not, I don't know if I can trust this person. I can't trust this person. I can't trust nobody. Y'all don't believe me? Let's look up the difference. Let's go to Google. Y'all know I like to level set, right? Because everybody doesn't have the same vernacular. Not everybody has the same capacity. So if I'm going to be on here educating, let me educate. Let me teach you something. You're going to learn you something today, okay? Define. I define mistrust. Mistrust is a verb, to be suspicious of or have no confidence in. A lack of trust and suspicion is also a noun. Okay, so it depends on how you use it, basically. All right, now we got mistrust. Now we got to go to distrust. Come on, keyboard. Distrust is also a noun and a verb. It is the feeling that someone or something cannot be relied upon as the noun. The verb, doubt the honesty or reliability, regard with suspicion. So did I not say that correctly? This person has a high level of distrust for people. They are accustomed to being misused. They are accustomed to being violated. If a person been cheated on in every relationship they had, what you think they're going to think? Every person that they get is going to be a cheater. In the simplest of forms. This person has been broken to the core. What is blocking this relationship, Spirit? This person don't know what love look like. They never seen it. I'm telling you, like, I'm picking up on it. Honest to God, I am. This person never saw love before from their parents. They've never seen a loving family environment. Like, this person really grew up in an unfortunate cold. I'm getting cold right now. So this person grew up in a very cold environment. Very, very hard environment. And, you know, when you come from a family that's full of love and abundance and joy, it's kind of hard to conceptualize. But as you grow up and as you meet people and as you listen and don't judge, you start to come into the understanding that not everybody is privileged to have a good quality of life. A lot of people in this world have a lot of wounds and traumas from growing up in poverty, mistreatment, lack, not feeling supported, not feeling guided. These are all real things, y'all. These are all real things, okay? So let's not pretend like these are isolated instances. Once you have that understanding, you understand why the world is operating from a space of cruelty and not from love and compassion. Because you asking people to mimic and mirror behaviors that they've never had to experience before. They never got a chance to see it. All right, so here we go. What is blocking this relationship? For some reason, this card didn't want to go down. Fated to be alone. You gave up on love because you think that you are meant to be alone, and it is not true. Going back to that lack of trust. There is a lack of trust here. And if you notice on this card, there are no leaves on this tree. There are no leaves on this tree. Which means you're not growing, you feel unstable, and you don't feel protected. Is there love here, Spirit? Is there love here? What's weird is, even though we're talking about these negative energies and emotions, the earworm is pointing to somebody giving this person a fresh and renewed perspective. Love is here. And they're trying to talk themselves out of talking themselves out of it. They're overthinking, which goes back to the download. You're overthinking. But you're trying to talk yourself out of talking yourself out of being vulnerable and falling in love. Somebody got you feeling brand new. You never had it like this. You never had a man to provide for you. Oh, you lost your job. Let me pay your rent for you. Oh, you don't have money for your light bill. Let me pay your lights for you. You never had it like that before. So now you're looking like, who's out to get me? What do you want in exchange for your kindness? And really, they're just being kind. Never had it like that before. I relate to you on so many levels. So this person does admire this friendship. They feel like you guys are like-minded. Okay? But I am concerned that we have a yellow rose here. I am definitely concerned. So, let's see what's going on. I definitely feel like person A is the person that is coming with this disconnect, okay? So I feel like person A here has had a history of being abused and or neglected in their past. As a result, they self-sabotage for control. So they're used to conflicts, mood swings, trust issues, manipulations, and patterns. They definitely feel like they're fated to be alone because they can't trust anybody. I feel like this person may be unemployed right now. Okay, so they may be living beyond their means right now, afraid to ask for help because they can't ask for help. They don't know who to ask for help, right? And I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they are always cloud chasing, okay? They always saying and doing anything, making things up, trying to make an issue out of something, okay? Because they're afraid. They don't trust anybody. Now, I feel like the person that they may be in a relationship with is always high vibing. They always living life to the fullest. They enjoy being in the present moment. Okay, they always on good vibes. They might even be interested in taking you on a vacation if you are person A. Okay, but I also feel like the mistrust that you feel for this person may be valid because I feel like this person is holding secrets. Okay, I feel like this person may relate to you on many different levels. They think that you guys are like-minded. But I do feel like it's a lot of trash here. A lot of things about this person that they need to clean up too in order for you to really, truly trust. Okay? So, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. Give me some insight, Spirit. What kind of person is person B? What kind of person is person B? Because person B is kind of coming across to me like a player. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They coming across to me right now like a player. They are very charming, very suave, smooth. Like they can talk anybody into anything. And I think that's what's triggering as well. All right, so what kind of person is person B? So we got the Jack of Wands or Jack of Spades, which is equivalent to the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like they have this energy where they keep coming in. They're coming in hot. A hardworking person. But I also feel like when they come through, they come in with like this whip energy, right? Where they'll drag you if you let them, okay? So they're going to protect themselves at all costs, but they ain't going to protect you. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, y'all. If y'all ready to figure out whose business this is, I need y'all to go ahead and put those magnifying glasses in the chat because I'm curious now. We got to get into this now, sugar. We got to zoom in. Listen, y'all. We listen. We don't judge. But we sure finna be nosy, ain't we? All right. Let's get into this. If y'all ready to figure out whose business this is, here we go. Magnifying glasses. So I looked up just momentarily what exactly this card represents. The whip represents an indicator of conflict, arguments, and aggression. Didn't y'all just hear me say this person will drag you but protect themselves? I don't know. We was kind of hard on person one coming into this, but now I'm getting a different energy. And I said it. I said it. All right, whose business is this? Whose business is this? So immediately I'm picking up on the fact that this could be also a karmic partner, but I'm also picking up on the fact that this is a lesson for you to learn how to go with the flow and how to trust the temporary things, understanding that nothing in life is permanent. Whose business is it, Spirit? Person A. And remember, as we shift to personal insights, okay, and think about the potential parties that are involved, remember that to focus A on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, okay? That's most importantly. Also, what I want you to think about and to consider is that I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So unless you know where all your placements are and that's the placements of your person, don't make something fit you that doesn't, okay? So, person A is coming in as a fire sign, okay? The Queen of Wands in reverse. This is about self-respect, self-confidence, introvertedness, selfishness, jealousy, and insecurity, which is everything that I told y'all about in the beginning of this reading. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. If you or your person has fire placements in your chart, can you go ahead and put the little fire sign in the chat? If you or your person has fire sign placements on your chart, can you go ahead and put the fire emoji in the chat? The fire emoji in the chat. Okay. Now, person B. Person B. They are coming in as also a fire sign. So if your person is a fire sign and you are a fire sign, can you go ahead and put that fire back in the chat for me, please? And if you're not a fire sign, just listen and take what resonates. Because guess what, baby? Your person might have those placements, okay? So person B is coming in as an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. Okay? Exhaustion with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Exhaustion. Giving up. Destroyed confidence. Overwhelmed. Overly protective. Okay? And if I'm being honest with y'all remember what I said in the beginning of this reading. When you have someone who has that wound of distrust, it's always accusations. It's always things happening.
Accusation. False accusation. And
that could be why they got secrets going on now. They're like, you got too much baggage that you got to get rid of. If y'all ready to get into this reading, I need y'all to find those coffee cups, find those tea kettles, find whatever beverage you can find, sugar. Because it is time for us to get into this reading. Y'all ready? Here we go. Now, this has been pretty interesting this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because this week we've had a lot of double elements readings. You know, we had 2 earth readings. We got 2 fire signs. We had 2 air signs. The only thing we didn't have was 2 water signs. Praise the God. That is disastrous. I don't care. I'm a Pisces, and I'm going to tell you, I would never date another Pisces. I don't really want to date another Cancer, and I really don't want to date a Scorpio, okay? Take me out the water chat. All right, here we go. What is going on with my fire sign spirit? What is going on? And y'all, guess what we brought back today? The big A cards. All right, here we go. What is going on with my fire signs? What is going on with my fire signs today? You know what I was about to tell y'all, and I just looked down and saw it on the card? I was about to tell y'all, person B give me Leo energy. Person B give me Leo energy. And the 7 of Wands does represent the Leo. Okay? Now, what is going on here with my fire signs? All right, person A. You are coming in right now feeling very manipulative, out of control, very insecure, okay? Coming in not really sure of yourself, not really sure of what you want to do, not really sure of what your expectations are of this connection. It definitely feels like you're being forced to have to face something that you didn't want to face. And if we're being honest and going back to what I said before, this relationship pretty much is rooted in you feeling inadequate. Okay? These are feelings that were here prior to now, but are being triggered and expanded upon, right? And so it's interesting because I'm looking at Plug Chick's film Wheel of Emotions, which is very important, right? It feels like instead of you operating with a healthy form of vigilance, you are also anticipating and investing in the negative sides of things instead of the positive. So this person's energy is thwarted towards this negative side. And it's like, because of that, you're using all of this negative emotions to be emotionally charged and aggressive in the wrong ways. And it's manipulative. So what I'm saying is, in an oversimplified way, you are using all of these negative feelings and emotions to try to get this person to respond to you, to validate you. I mean, I said this already. I really did. I said this already. Instead of you just saying, you know, baby, I don't feel safe. Baby, I feel insecure. Baby, I don't feel like you really want this based on X, Y, and Z. Instead of them articulating that, they're using all of this negativity to fuel arguments, to pick fights, to do things to try to get this person to respond differently. So, for example, if you spend Friday night somewhere else and they worried about what you're doing on Friday nights, they want to pick an argument with you on Friday to make you stay at the house all weekend until it's time for you to go back to work on Monday. You see how that's manipulative? You're using all of this negative pent-up emotion to try to get this person to react differently, to make you feel better, instead of you just saying, I feel insecure that you don't want to spend Friday night with me. What you doing on Friday night? You don't want to be with me. Okay? That's what that is. And it's a very negative energy. It's low vibrational. Absolutely. It is. Okay? Now, person B is coming in as the devil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Child.
Damn you!
Baby. If you were here during the beginning when we did the energy read, I said take the shackles, take the chains off the devil. Is that what I said? You got the devil here. So now we understand why this person is always living a high life, vibing high. Now we understand why this person is always living life to the fullest and enjoying the present, because they have a history of overindulging in things. They got their own traumas too, y'all. Okay, and we talked about that in the beginning. Let's tell the truth. We did. We did. This person liked to be outside. That's why they don't want to spend Friday night with you. Because they out at the club on Friday night. And then comes Saturday, they telling you they got to go run errands and get their stuff together for the work. But really, they out at the day party on Saturday. They at the brunch down on Lenox at Toast. Okay? Then when they get done from going there, they going to the day party. They leave the day party, they going to the night party. They been out all day smelling like outdoors. Ain't went home and took a shower the first and back up at the club. This person comes with a lot of secrets, which is why this is triggering you. They got a whole life that you don't know nothing about. Well, ain't this turning in a different direction real quick? Person B has such a light and playful energy. But let's not be deceived. Person B also has their own traumas that they're hiding from. They numb themselves. This is a trauma bond. Now, I said it before we even got here. Let's clarify. Okay, because I said it before we got here because I want to make sure we're on the same page so y'all can't say I'm leaving y'all hanging. Is this or is this not a trauma, or I said karmic. Is this a karmic relationship? Yeah. I picked that up when that whip card came out. They gonna drag you, but they gonna protect themselves. Yes, it is, with the Page of Swords. Mental energy. Okay? So, yeah. It is definitely a karmic situation. So, it ain't long term. But it definitely feels like this person here, their energy is so playful. It's two ways. They have a charm about them. They have an air about them. They have the capacity to lure you in, to get you to let down your guard, person A. And every time you feel like you comfortable with doing it, here goes something that's triggering you to make you say, whoa, wait a minute now, hold on.
Are you crazy?
Okay? So y'all understanding this? It makes sense why there's apprehension here at first. We was hard on person A, but now I understand why person A is really feeling like this. So let me ask you a question. For all of y'all fire sign folks that say, yeah, that's me. Which energy do you think is actually influencing your life right now the most? Is it the insecurity? Because both of these are insecure, let's be honest. So let me restate the question. Whose energy are you aligning with most? Are you resonating with person A or person B? And then I want you to tell me why you're resonating with person A or person B. Again, we're not judging nobody. It's 4:30 in the morning. We just having grown folk conversation about real life issues, okay? We trying to get down to the bottom of it. I ain't coming from a place of judgment. I'm coming from a place of awareness and insight, okay? That's what we talking about up in here, all right? Now, what's favorable about this relationship is that your intuition is its own. It's popping. Y'all, let's stop here and take a pause for the cause, because I want y'all to understand we have three major arcanas on the board. How you respond to this is going to definitely have long-term, long-lasting effects on your life. Okay? It's going to have lasting impacts on your life. So you have to be very thoughtful about how you want to be able to move around with this. But what I'm telling you is, person A, you've been in these situations so much before that you see something is not right with this person. Okay? Something is not right with this person. And even though they coming through sounding all charming, trying to get you to let down their guard, they got you feeling like a new person, you feeling good inside. It's still something about them that's got you looking at them sideways like,
bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
And if you're thinking about it, you start to realize they got you on a schedule. They only want to see you on Wednesday night. So your spider webs is going, your spidey senses is going off, right? You're picking up on the fact that something about this situation is not right. Something about this situation is not right. So I feel like that's what's facilitating some of this manipulation. I feel as though you're trying to throw them off to see how they're going to adjust. You may be the Wednesday night person. You might be the... listen, don't be acting like y'all don't understand how this go when y'all date. Okay? When y'all date, y'all be on a cycle. Okay? Y'all be on a cycle. Y'all be on a schedule. So let me put you up on game, ladies. If you ever dating somebody, pay attention to the times of day and the nights that they're willing to spend with you. If they are time boxing you to only between 10:30 and 2 p.m. on a Saturday, you probably girl number one for the day. Okay? All right, I'm just telling you. If they seeing you between 3 and 7, you girl number 2 for the day. All right? If they coming and spending the night with you, they done been with everybody else they gonna be with all day long. And now they ready, they tired, they going to bed. They trust sleeping with you. No pun intended. But they comfortable with going to sleep with you. All right? So there's something about this situation that's really started to make this person A here pay attention. All right? They paying attention. Here it is. Woo! What's consequential about this is this King of Cups. Now, let me ask you this question before we move on and dig deeper into what the consequence is here. I want to know. I want you to tell me, what signs have you seen that has started to raise your awareness to the fact that this person may not be who they say they really are? What has been triggering you to look at this person differently? I gotta ask the question. I gotta know, sugar. What has been triggering you to look at this person differently? What has been causing you to look at things sideways?
Okay.
Okay? What has it been? And I want you to write that down in the chat. I want you to write down in the chat and tell me what has been causing you to look at this person differently. Now, what's consequential is here is that even though this man is over here telling you that they want love, they ready for it, they ready to open up their heart, they want to take you to Jamaica, okay? They want to expose you to the finer things. Remember the other day we was listening to Scarface? Well, y'all weren't listening to Scarface. Y'all was listening to me sing this song. You must be used to all the finer things, right? But if you really think about the song, he was just tricking on the girl, right? I mean, let's call it what it is. He was just splurging. Okay, so my point in saying all of that is this. This person is coming through like they're ready for something that they're really not ready for. They keep saying they got a heart. They ready to love. They ready to be with one person. They ready to settle down. They so sick of this, right? But look at this. Look at this. He ain't even paying attention to what's going on. He looking somewhere else.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
Okay? He not even focused. You see what I'm saying? Not even focused. Not even looking. looking somewhere else, like what's going on over there. Something else got his attention, okay? And what we're talking about is the lavish lifestyle, the partying, the being outdoors. You understand? The doing things that ain't making sense. It's here. Okay, it's here. Now, I do feel because there is an unemployment situation going on. Oh, God. This is not going to apply to all of you. But somebody specific, I don't know who said person is. This person B, could be involved in illegal activities. This person has an influx of money, which is why they like to be outside, okay? Which could also be one of the secrets that they have, okay? But nevertheless, I feel like they give you a lot of money to help keep you afloat during this time. So not only do they have enough money to be outside in the streets, they got enough money to keep you there. So that's kind of like how you get attached to this devil, this version, right? Because it's like, ooh, I want to say something, but I don't really want to say something because I want to make sure I still got my coins coming in because, you know, it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And I got to have some money to pay these bills. Okay? So it definitely feels like there is some trepidation about that as well. But I don't think that that's going to be enough to sustain the vitality of this relationship, if I'm being honest. Again, that doesn't apply to everybody. Just somebody very specific, okay? Now, and I don't know who you are. You ain't got to raise your little church finger, okay? But if you want to tell us, just raise your little church finger in the chat. Just put your little church finger up and just say, yes, that's me, okay? We ain't judging. We grown folks. Everybody in here at some point in time has been down that path before, okay? Ain't nobody judging you, sugar. Now, what this is trying... Ooh, baby. That came through very tart. Child, what this is trying to teach you, baby, is that you are right in this situation. Something is not right. Your senses are right. Even though you are, let's be clear, even though you are operating from trauma wounds, even though you are operating from places of hurt, this is a test of you to pay attention to see if you are going to stop overthinking and just go with the flow. Or are you going to hold on to something that ain't serving you no more? And again, I know when we came into this reading and we came in real hard coming for person A. But person B got some stuff with them that ain't right, sugar. It ain't right, okay? And what I'm trying to tell you is you got to trust your instinct. You got to trust your gut. Stop overthinking it. You was finna let this man woo you. And they are very charming. They are very charming. They was finna woo you, get you all confused, have you all up in the days. I mean, you were already there anyway. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all done had that explosive nighttime, you know what going on. The boom boom room. You know, we know what's going on. Ain't nobody slow. Y'all been over there at the Naked Olympics going ham, getting bent out of shape, being in that pretzel. We know how that go. Okay? We know how that go. But the fact that this person tried to get you to be comfortable with letting go of your past and trusting them is very sad. This is what's frustrating. This is what's frustrating. Because person A, you're so fragile and so vulnerable right now. You're not in the space, nor do you have the capacity to open up and to be with somebody who is going to mistreat you again. But what Spirit is telling you is, baby, trust your intuition. When something ain't right, it ain't right. And you got to stop ignoring it. You old enough, you grown enough, you been through enough, you know enough. When it smells funky, it is. I'm trying to tell you, stop making excuses. Okay? This goes back to the trust. This goes back to the trust. You don't trust nobody else. You don't even trust yourself. Do you trust the decisions that you're making? Because if you did, you wouldn't be hesitant to let go. So for all of y'all that's up here in this room right now, y'all know what we talking about. I want to know, what do you think your lesson is right now? I want you to write that down in the chat. What is your lesson for right now? What is the lesson that God is trying to teach you? Because I'm telling you, this person is not who they say they are. And you picked up on it, which is also why this frozen for a time card is here. Okay? You are going to be stuck in this holding pattern, unfortunately, of not being able to move forward until you learn how to process not only what has happened to you, have some empathy and some compassion and grace for yourself, but also learn how to trust yourself to make good decisions, okay? Now, what you need to do to heal? Baby, you got to learn these lessons. I said that. I just said that. It's time for you to learn your lessons, sugar. It is time for you to stop blaming everybody else and take accountability for what you got going on in your life. Don't nobody take pride and joy, in knowing that life is what it is. We all had crappy pieces of life, phases of life. That's life. Keep on living. Life ain't as good as we think it is. A lot of times we're going through stuff every day and you struggling to get up, you struggling to have a good day, you struggling, and it's a whole bunch of
Try.
I know. But this is why, going back to the beginning of this reading, we have got to get out of these low vibrational states with people. Stop trying to divert the drama over stop trying to give the responsibility to somebody else. You got to be responsible for your own happiness. And we've talked about that before. You are accountable for the things that you allow happen to you. And you got to be responsible for the decisions that you make. Now, I know y'all don't want to hear it, sugar. I know you don't want to hear it. I'm telling you. You do not want to hear it. And I get it. But hurt can only take you so far in life. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in a repeated defense mechanism of blocking your own blessings, which is what we talked about from the beginning. So yeah, some of this has something to do with you and your past, person A. Some of this has to do with you sabotaging yourself and being stuck in these holding patterns. The manipulation is here already. Okay? Now, let's hurry up because we could be here all day talking about this. You need to get your confidence back. You need to get your joy back. You need to get your happiness back. You need to start back focusing on the things that, which goes back to this manifestation, honestly. See, you don't believe it can happen for you, so you're not looking for it to happen for you. You've been so hurt before. Like, I cannot overstate this. You are so accustomed to life being hard, life being difficult, life being full of complexities and nuances that you don't want to believe that life can be easy for you, that things can flow for you, that things can happen effortlessly, right? You don't want to believe it. And that's how you get stuck. And what God is telling you today, and what Spirit is telling you today, or whatever you want to believe in, the message is your life is only going to be as good as you allow it. Okay? And I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But I'm ready for the good things to come in life. So I want you to write down, if you're ready for the good life, I want you to write that down in the chat. I'm ready for a good life. I'm ready for a good life. I'm ready for the good life. And I want y'all to put that down in the chat. Now, at the bottom of the deck, oh, here we go. Baby. Got the 8 of Cups, child. It goes back to what I was just saying. There's something here that is keeping you feel entrapped to this person. And I don't know why. That's what we got to figure out. Why do you feel like you can't walk away from this person? You want to let go, but you can't. I do think it has a lot to do with the financial matters. Okay, I do think it has a lot to go with the financial matters. But I also feel like there's a piece of curiosity that's here to figure out what they're doing. I feel like you know what's going on, but you're just kind of curious, like, what's going on? Okay? But I do feel like you will be walking away. I definitely do feel like that. Because I feel like this is going to get to the point to where it's so argumentative. It's so volatile and hostile. Like, it's not fun anymore. Okay? It's not fun anymore. It's not enjoyable anymore. Right? But I feel like this person is still trying to get you to relinquish your heart. And the question is, why? Why put that much level of effort and energy into a connection that you're not even serious about maintaining?
What?
Okay, because baby, when I tell you this person ain't, baby, I'm telling you, this person might as well be playing games on your phone. For real, if we being honest. What's bizarre is that you see it, but I'm curious to know, why are you so unwilling to believe what you see?
What's that?
With that.
I do feel like the reason why you're apprehensive is because it goes back to that distrust. You don't trust them. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust nobody. You don't trust nobody. You know, you don't trust anybody. And I don't understand why that is. Okay, so that's what we got to get. I mean, I do understand why that is. So let me rephrase it. I do understand why that is, because we've already assessed and determined that there is a history of abuse and neglect. This is a part of you and your self-sabotaging and control issues, like the patterns that you have with the conflicts and the mood swings. This is what's getting you to regurgitate and say things out loud just for attention, right? We get that. We know that. This is why you're like, I need to be alone, right? We get that too. But I do feel like the lack of financial stability is part of the reason why you don't want to let go. But my question is, why are you not trusting yourself? Why are you not willing to just put this in a sugar daddy box and keep it moving? You know, because like a real, you know what? It'd be like, oh, for real? So you just want to move me down on Wednesday night? Well, I only got to see you on Wednesday night, but I can get all my bills paid. Let me go with that option. I'll take a sugar daddy for $200, Alex. Okay, I will take that. But for some reason or other, you don't want that. You want to make a compound complex. You understand? So the question is why? All right, here we go. Ooh, we got the Hierophant again, y'all. This is a life lesson for the both of y'all. Okay? Look at this Hierophant. He like, stop the press. Stop the press. Y'all see that? It's looking like somebody want to go have a conversation with the king, and the king is like, don't talk to me. Ooh, wee. Didn't I tell you to shut up? I don't want to hear a peep out of you. Oh. Yep. This is a lesson for you. This is a lesson for both of y'all. Nothing good is going to come out of this relationship. Let me rephrase. Nothing positive is going to come out of this for either one of y'all until y'all get to the point of knowing that the way that you are choosing to live your life now is so unsustainable. It cannot go on. It cannot go on. Stop acting like you don't know what it takes. Stop acting like you don't have the wisdom, the insight, the intellect, the capabilities, the desires. All of those are lies. All of those are lies. Absolutely all of those are lies. All of these are lies. And what I'm telling you is, if you continue to go down this path, you're going to put yourself in a very uncomfortable situation that is going to bind you to something that was supposed to be temporary. And that goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning. Learn that everything in life is temporary, even if you want it to be forever. Life is only as good as this moment is right now.
Anything else?
I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that. But it would be remiss of me to be here and to be telling you this and not to tell you that. This wasn't supposed to be a long-term thing. This was a lesson for you, person A. Person B was just a notch on your belt. And they got their own demons, their own lessons that they need to deal with. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where my little man at? Where my little man at? Listen. I can't make it up, baby. Do you hear me? I cannot make this up.
Oh my God.
You got the Tower card. The more you continue to go forward down this path with this person, your life is going to fall apart. Your life is going to completely and utterly fall apart. Stop holding on to things that ain't meant for you to hold on to. This was temporary. This was temporary. This was temporary. This was not long term at all. You trying to hold on to this man talking about it's a good man, Savannah? No, the hell it ain't. No, it ain't. You got to trust yourself to know when you see the signs.
Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest!
I don't care how you get there. I don't care how you do it. See, person A, you allowing this person to manipulate you. Yes, you are. Because you allowing this person to use money to keep you close. Because they're taking advantage of the fact that you don't have the finances to be on your own. So they are definitely financially misusing you. And instead of you basically positioning yourselves to get what you can get out of this, you're being a victim to it. Instead of you being smart about this and be like, oh, I only got to see you on Wednesday night. Okay. So I only got to see you for 2 hours on Wednesday night. But that calculates to $3,500 for my living expenses for the month. You got 6.5 days out of the week to go do whatever you want to do, to work on yourself, to get you a job, to find you a good man, to go do whatever you're going to do. But instead, you allowing this person to trigger you. And it had you at home stressing, worrying, having a meltdown, having a panic attack, over here creating scenarios in your head to accuse them of, to create arguments and dramas and theatrics, because that's what you used to. I can't make it up. Stop it. I can't make it up. Ain't nothing good coming from this, sugar. Ain't nothing good coming from this. Ain't nothing good coming from this. And here you go with this King of Swords. Decisions need to be made. Decisions need to be made. Stop acting like you don't know what you want. Well, let's be clear. You acting like you don't know what you want because you don't know what you want. You don't know. You got to stop operating from that place of hurt and get to your healing. Find your healing. Read some books. Educate yourself. Get on YouTube. Watch some self-help videos to show you how to come out of these desperate, destitute, broken spaces that are not elevating you and not helping you grow and not helping you thrive and not helping you prepare. Because what this is really trying to teach you is anybody that come in your face that smile and tell you it's okay, you can let down your guard. You're going to keep falling victim to that. And you're going to be right back in the same predicament again 3 months later, hurt with another wound because you allowed the wrong person to get you to trust them. You really shouldn't be dating person A right now. You really should not be dating. I'm not letting person B off the hook because they really shouldn't be dating either. But this ain't about them. This is about you. Okay? So, with that being said, find your paper, your pens, your notebooks. Drop your favorite note-taking, school learning emojis in the chat because it's time for us to close this reading now to figure out what is the potential possible outcome to this. All right, here we go. So my question is, as we look at the potential final outcome, and I say potential because I can't control free will. I can only tell you what the energy says. Only you can decide what you are going to do. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we can control what the other person's going to do. But I would like to know seriously, what do you think will happen if you decided to leave this person alone? What do you think will happen if you continue down this path? What is the worst and the best case scenario? That's what I want to know. What is the worst and the best case scenario? Because I feel like you keep thinking about the worst case scenario instead of thinking about the best case scenario. So let's not even, let me scratch that. Let's not even focus on the worst case scenario. What is the best case scenario? You leave this person alone and then what? Let's focus on the positives. Okay? Now, it's time for you to get unstuck. I can tell you that. But the only way you're going to get unstuck is if you heal your heart. That's the only way you're going to get unstuck. All right, here we go. You're going to have to be bold about this. We got the 3 of Cups. Okay, we got 3 of Cups here, y'all. This person is not about to let their lifestyle go. They're going to still be with the partying. They're going to still be with the partying and bullshitting, okay? They are still going to be doing their thing with their friends. Outside minding their business. Listen, in other words, let me tell you like this, sugar. Let me tell you like this. Baby, you quit this man, he ain't even gonna notice you gone. I put it to you like that. You stop calling that man, he gonna, listen, baby. You stop calling him. He ain't even gonna notice you gone because he doing his thing, okay? I keep on forgetting I'm not on that camera no more. Listen. Stop resisting what you can't change. Stop resisting what you cannot change. One thing you can't change and control is the fact that this person likes to be outside. This person likes to be around other people. This person gonna do them no matter what. Whether you they girl or not, whether you they wife or not, this is who they are. This is who they are. And we got the Lovers in reverse. This is what's going to cause y'all to be stagnant. This is what's going to cause y'all to get frustrated and to get, this is what's exciting all of these arguments. So what I'm saying, what am I saying? What are you saying, Mimi? What I'm saying is, you keep on dealing with this fool if you want to. You're going to be on high blood pressure medicine. Your cholesterol going to be going up. You're going to be taking Zoloft and everything else, trying to keep your anxiety down. Your health is at stake. That's what I'm saying. Because this is going to be a repeated cycle of continuously sabotaging and going in and feeling like you got to say something. That's why these arguments keep on going on here. You keep on picking fights with them, trying to get them to change their behaviors. They don't even notice that their behaviors are problematic to begin with. You understand? You might as well be speaking Chinese to somebody who only speaks Spanish. They not understanding what you're saying. Okay? So, you can't create a problem or point a problem out to somebody who don't think the problem exists. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? And if you notice, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. This is the Lovers, right? Y'all know the Lovers is a couple on tarot cards. But look at this. When you see this reflection, she looking at herself. Ain't no man in this picture. She looking at herself. You got to choose yourself. Now, we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ain't nothing positive gonna come from this. Ain't nothing good gonna ever come from this. You're gonna always feel like you're missing something. It's gonna always feel like something ain't right. It's gonna always feel like they could be giving you more, they could be doing more, they could be doing something. The reality is that ain't who they are. When you gonna wake up and realize that? When you gonna wake up and realize that? This person gonna betray you each and every time. This person gonna leave you feeling gutted every single time. But you staying there because you feel like this person can give you some money. That's what this is about. I mean, make no mistake. I'm not judging you at all. I hear you. I see you. I recognize the need. I do. I do. But what I'm saying is how much is your sanity worth? How much is your dignity worth? How much is your pride worth? We got the Eight of Cups. As I'm saying all of this, we got the Eight of Cups right here, y'all. They making it too hard for you to walk away. This is the second time we got the 8 of Cups. That's why I told you in the beginning of this reading, take them chains off from the devil. Disconnect from the devil. You keep on staying because you feel like you can't do no better. Remember when we pulled out that manifest card? Let me go back and read it to you again, babies, because I want to make sure you understood. I want to make sure you understood the assignment here. To worry is to pray for what you don't want. Choose your thoughts wisely. If you have been struggling to manifest, it may be time to consider if your approach is ideal. When you wish to bring something into your life, feel the energy of what you desire as if it already exists and release it into the intention into the universe. When you consistently hold on to worry that your desires will not come into fruition, you remain stagnant in fear, finding it difficult to allow that which you desire to come closer. It's time for you to stop holding on. Okay, you never knew what love felt like. You didn't have a good example of what love looked like. Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. I get it. But that's when you go watch some Lifetime movies or something like that and you find a good example of what you think love looked like and you envision putting yourself in that situation. So you can manifest some good things into your life. Because right now, you keep going from pillar to post, attracting negative energy. It ain't cool. Now, what is some... Shut the front door. Oh my gosh. Listen. Listen, Linda, listen. I don't know who spirit guys is talking to me today.
Stop it. What?
As I was going to ask, what shadow work should person A deal with? Stagnation, movement, even if slow, is progress. This is about inactivity, being at a standstill, and being in a rut. If this ain't everything that we've been talking about this whole entire time, baby, it's time for you to get rid of that stagnation. Okay? It is time for you to let it go. Let it go, bag lady. Let it go. Okay? Person B, numbness. Didn't I tell y'all this person stay out in the streets because they're numbing themselves? They stay at the bar, drinking, consuming, because they're running away from their own negativity that they don't want to deal with. To feel pain is to be alive and human. This is about insensitivity, disconnection, and indifference. Okay? Y'all over here just trauma bonding. And they got the gift of gab over here making you feel like you ain't got to ever go through hardship again. Please. Please. This mother trucker right here cannot be trusted. Y'all remember that lady that got kicked off the plane? This mother is not real. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that lady? Well, baby, let me tell you. Baby, even though I was coming at you hard, I was, because I was trying to get you to grow up. I was trying to get you to think outside the box. But let me tell you right now, baby, okay? This mother is not real. Okay, they is not real. Baby. Woo, child. You better disconnect while you can. You better disconnect while you can. You got me pulling out my goddess deck. Pisces goddess, what messages or words of wisdom do you have for this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius dealing with another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Abundance of Sothis. Stellar blessings of the celestial guidance of the abundance. Okay? So this definitely goes back to, once you put down, to me, my humble opinion, once you put down the burdens of everything that is no longer serving you, I do feel like you will walk into that season of abundance. Once you decide that you will put down your burdens. This is about you manifesting good things. You got to clear up your energy. You got to clear up your energy. You're going to keep on attracting light. That is the law. That's one of the major laws, supernatural laws of the universe. Like attracts like. And the devil knows how to keep you bound. The devil knows how to keep you bound. Okay? And I'm going to go back to this. I feel like you kind of knew this person had dark energy. You kind of like saw it. And I feel like you was trying to overlook it. I don't know who that's for. But let that be your confirmation to stop ignoring what you see. Okay, stop going over, ignoring what you see. All right? Now. Not Lizzo falling out with self-love. All right. This is about truth. This is about truth. Embracing the truth. You got Rhapsody. Embrace the truth. Seek the truth. It may be time. It may be time that you recognize and realize that you're not as healed as you think you are. You're not as ready for love as you think you are. That's the truth that you need to accept. What's a sign that this message may be for them? What's a sign that this message may be for them? Don't fall for the shenanigans. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the vacations and all this other stuff like that. Because, baby, he might not take you, but he going to be taking somebody else. These trips was paid for before he met you. This is a person who plans out in advance these trips. So it don't mean nothing just because they say they want to take you to Mexico, baby. He already had Mexico on the agenda. He just ain't tell you. He just adding your, this is confirmation. If he just got to add your flight, and he already had his flight, baby, he was going whether or not he took you, okay? You may be seeing rainbows, a lot of rainbows right now, okay? If you see an excessive abundance of rainbows, this is your sign of hope. This is your sign of hope, okay? Last but not least. Because I feel like I done beat y'all down. Let me build you back up with some motivational words. And then we're going to get on up out of here. You know how they say new levels, new devils? This applies to you. New levels, new devils. All right. Ooh, I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all the feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. You know, I think this does have a lot to do with self-love. I really do think this has a lot to do with self-love, okay? Remember, I told y'all Lizzo fell out just a moment ago when I pulled this Rhapsody card that was talking about self-love. So this definitely has a lot to do with your inability to love yourself, for sure. Love yourself, sugar. Now, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the Pisces Tarot experience. If you've enjoyed this reading, I want you to be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mimi Lightseer and become a part of my growing community. Keep an eye out for more engaging content that may be coming your way. I do put energy updates and things like that in the community. So that's the only way that I'll be communicating with you outside of my lives. Remember that this reading is ready for you anytime that you may need it. So you may save today's link and go ahead and put in the comment section below. Let me know what resonated with you. If you enjoyed today's session, please give me a thumbs up and join the community. We are growing. We almost at 700 people, y'all. 700 people since August, okay? We are growing, okay? If you would like to do a personal reading with me, you could do so at this time. Go ahead and book your appointment at PiSeasTarot.com. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm telling you, baby, my spaces are limited, okay? Because y'all be needing some help. So if you see a spot, you need to go ahead and book it now because it might not be there, all right? A huge thank you to everyone who joined the conversation today. Welcome to all my new subscribers, my new guppies. Most importantly, shout out to the folks on TikTok who have been watching behind the scenes, all right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, y'all. I can't tell y'all enough. And I want to take this time to say this real quick. I know the messages come out hard, okay? And I often ask myself, like, why do I be hearing and getting some of the things that I'm getting? And it's because even in my everyday life, I'm a straight shooter. I am one of those people who, I'm very blunt and very direct. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you a bunch of stuff that I don't see. I'm not about to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If it's how it's coming to me is how I'm going to translate that. And I don't believe in telling people a bunch of fallacies and selling fairy tales to make people feel good. I think that's wrong. And I think that's an abuse of power. And one thing that I've been struggling to think about or really process lately is, you know, how there's so many readers who are out here who make so much profit off of lying to people and deceiving people and making people feel like they got a chance and snowballs hell when they don't. That has got to stop. That's how people get caught up in these confusing cycles of having false hope and holding on to things that are not serving them. That's how people would get angry and resentful and combative and resistant to change. That's how they get stuck because somebody done told them something that ain't true. And one thing that's here on Pisces Tarot, I tell you, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm just speaking to what I see going on. Only you can decide whether or not that resonates with you or not. Okay? Take what works and leave what doesn't. With that being said, I want you to know that everybody is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So be kind, be patient, and be gentle with others as much as you are with yourself. Remember, how people treat you is not your business, but how you respond is. So remember to leave a little bit of love everywhere you go today, and I will see you tomorrow. Until next time, have a good day. Bye-bye.